Welcome back YouTubers to my channel. I'm very day on countdown on a life of an Aspie. As you're fully aware that I'm doing a drug-free series that's basically hopefully addressed to the teens and also maybe people that just needs to be addressed to, obviously. So we know the signs and symptoms pretty much of what alcohol and drugs is doing to them, and obviously just reaching out to them and support them in a way so that they don't feel judged or misunderstood or what have you, that they think that they have to do it alone. So in all further ado, in a retrospect, this is for the ones that think that they're alone. They're not alone. Obviously I'm here to support and guide you all through this process, and hopefully these videos will be an alignment and encouragement to you all, as well as a learning aid tool for hopefully sharing out to others that needs to be listening to this, hopefully, as well as many other videos I've been sharing in later on or earlier on in the piece of my journey so far with AS, even though I've met different people of all walks and stages that have different, problems in their lives or conditions in their lives in a way that can be addressed to you all basically, and that I'm hoping that, with me on board in your circle, be it in this screen here or outside the community where people can see me, where I'm based at, sort of thing, that they can just tell me how I'm going and all that, also that you're doing the right way about it or not. But anyway, this is part 7 basically on the drug-free series, which is going to be called the vicious cycle of chemical dependency. Sometimes the question is, we need to ask ourselves, why is it tough to stop even if we are using, or when we really want to stop using in that process? So here goes. As we know, those who are chemically dependent, however, don't start out by saying, I'll stop or I'll use because I want to be chemically dependent. No way, Jose. That's a wrong way of thinking and wrong way of mentality. In the beginning, they try drinking or using for many number of reasons, as I shared so many times before. Whether or to feel like they want to be in the in crowd or being in to fit in, to be in that status quo, being the rich or being the quirky kind of guy, be it the nerdy group and whatever else status quo and titles that they want to be. Or they just want to believe that while they are making this choice, they feel like they, while using, will make them feel a certain way, be it happy, or on a high, relaxed, energized, ready to go for the next, best thing. The person who becomes chemically dependent, however, will continue to use for other reasons. The first of all, which is that his or her mindset or body are dependent on that drug and is demanding it all the time for the quiet cravings that is coming with that chemical. And she will become, obviously, be under that illusion that they need the chemical in order to feel happy, relaxed, confident, and the like. Even though using makes it unlikely they'll feel any of these, however. And then when they don't have the chemical in their body or what have you, they get physically sick and get through to that withdrawal stage. Bouts of anxiety will come along with painful physical symptoms, all of which indicates that the body is running out of the chemicals that they were feeding on and making these demands for some more harder for them to stop. If you don't provide the body enough with the fix of these chemicals, however, it begins a process of adjusting to being without them. So chemically dependency begins by using, and as the user's tolerance, obviously, for the drugs grows and grows, she may need more and more hard doses as well to reach for that chemical of that same effect that they were feeling in the first hit that they had of their heroin. So let's take a look at the cycle that chemically dependent person lives on as a result, which I'm hoping, like I said, there are some diagrams that I haven't obviously put into my videos, which I'm hoping to, so please bear with me, and I'm hoping that it will come into effect later on. The user can't stop thinking about using. This is called, obviously, an obsession, like anything. An obsession can overtake. The chemically dependent person constantly craves for the drug, even though he knows there is a painful consequence that will follow after using it. The user will then begins to do or say whatever it takes to guard his or her mind off the use. She begins to deny or denies the facts that there's no problem using that form of drug that they're using, regardless what it be, heroin, cocaine, the like. He or she will then blame their frustrations and mounting their problems, such as showing up late or not showing up at all at school or at work, or basically that their problems their relationship's breaking down due to this, denial stage of them using, basically, as I said, it obviously alters our minds and attitudes and moods. He or she will develop a greater tolerance for drugs or alcohol, needing more and more of the substance in order to get the same physical and emotional sensation, be it the term high. Once took $5 worth of substances over time, it could take $50 or more to even come close to feeling that very same effect, that satisfaction that they once were given. His or her addiction of drugs days will become centered around having and using these drugs. He or she thinks about it, plans for it, and looks forward to it. He or she wakes up in the morning knowing they need to have the drug and goes to any length to make sure they get that in the first place. All their other daily activities takes a backseat to it by using as their main first priority. Once they've used, they begin this by thinking and planning all over again. The desire to use is never ending. Once satisfied, it goes right to the crave to the next high. There is never either too much or enough in this case for the user for the cycle to continue. They can't control their use because they are ruled by their obsessions, totally overwhelmed by the stress of these thoughts and feelings, as well as knowing their lives are total chaos and not wanting to confront it head on. They are once again driven towards their chemical use as a way to escape their pain, shame and guilt. As this chemically dependent person continues, however, to use, their health begins to suffer. For example, her experiences a bit of weight loss comes into effect. Their teeth obviously begins to rot and stain, and obviously their breath stinks, the lacking of vitamins, and damage to the internal organs begin, and they don't realise that the damage is done already from the inside out. There is a driven need, however, for that user to have the drugs and use their drugs. The addict's conscious mind or conscience begins to shut down, obviously. A chemically dependent person will go against their own morals in order to get the chemical fix they crave for. Of course, the addict feels terrible because of their feelings and emotions, so they want more of the drug to ease that pain that they were facing in the first place. Numbing that pain, however, through that drug use strips away the addict's ability to feel how much their drug use is actually hurting them and others around them, by keeping the vicious cycle of addictions spinning, and with that spinning it goes out of control, and so the addiction continues with it again in that repetitive cycle. The chemically dependent person, however, can't stop using through their willpower, the will to change, the will to, just stop in general. Through at some point they will have to somehow try though. This is why an addict needs to do more than just not use drugs, otherwise they won't stay clean or sober. Basically, that ends part 7 of my drug-free series of the vicious circle of chemical dependency. Please give me the like or the thumbs up. Basically, share my videos to your family and friends so that we can create an awareness together, basically, as well as using this as a learning aid tool for everyone around, basically. Also, feel free to comment below with these videos, basically, to start the positive chain of, positive messages that I would like to hopefully see brought about, or just even just in a way of communicating to me, or even just maybe messaging me on my Facebook, AspieAnswersAll, basically, or even just follow me on Twitter, basically, for more updates of what I'm about to do. Hopefully, as I'm saying, I'm hoping to give you guys more updates also of what's going on, because I feel that there are going to be a few changes along the way this year, sort of thing, even though we're in the new year of 2016, so I'm hoping things will run smoothly. No further ado, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon.